Hello and welcome to our holiday special of the Cade Friends podcast. I am excited to have a bunch of different people here at Diane's Christmas party talk about their favorite holiday stuff and everything. So here we go. Alex, Claire, and Harrison. Harrison, how are you doing first off?
Cade, I'm doing great.
Great. Well, that's good. We're glad that we had you here. Just so we're clue the audience in, we're going to have a lot of special guests here on this holiday special we have going on here. A lot of fun people. I think we probably should say where we're at, what we're doing here.
We're at the last guest of the night. We're at their house.
You have to stay tuned for that. You might, fans of our sister podcast may recognize the background that we're here. We're in a special person studio that they have set up here. You might recognize her from the photo up in the corner there. So Harrison, this is your first time on the Cade Friends podcast. I'm sorry.
Would you consider yourself one of Cade's friends?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
When Cade is, on his meds, everything's safe.
Yeah,
we're good friends.
Okay.
About once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, did you ever do that whole ain't a word and I ain't gonna use it? Did you ever?
Have you ever
Hay
heard
is
of
for
words?
horses too.
Yeah.
Just gonna.
Yeah. Did you do that as a kid?
Yeah, when I was a kid, we would go ain't a word and I ain't gonna use it. Usually in front of the English,
To bully the English teacher.
Because I like ain't personally. Harrison, what's your opinion on ain't?
I love it as much as I love the idea of living in Steinbeck Scrapes of Wrath, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fun. That's a very cultured answer.
I need another Dust Bowl.
Yeah. So are you pro or anti Dust Bowl?
Did I answer in the negative at all in the last 2 minutes? I
just kind of want you on the record here.
I am a positive human being, Cade. I am all for the Dust Bowl.
Okay. That's a different take than what I've heard someplace.
So if you had a button, Dust Bowl, no Dust Bowl, 2023, what button would you press?
He's really trying to trap you in here with an answer here. We're all about making our guests pick a side on really hot button issues.
Well, you know what?
Dust Bowl.
Do you like the holidays, Harrison?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't it obvious?
Oh, great.
Okay, great. Well, if you like Harrison, please text in whatever. We're going to see who makes it to the... You don't have to do it. Yeah.
I just hit the button.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've also muted it over here.
Perfect. So. Yes. Send in the next... Oh, God. Okay.
Next victim.
Okay. Hey, Gus. You got everything
thanks
ready?
for having me on.
Oh, no problem.
You're our first guest of the night.
Yeah.
No. I could have swore Harrison was in here.
Mm-hmm.
No, he just had to use the bathroom.
Oh,
and it's right across the hall.
Yeah.
Oh, could you close the door for us?
Oh, here, I'll hold the mic here. Oh, and the head. Yeah.
We are.
We're professionals here, is what we are.
That's closed enough, right?
Yeah. There's no outside sound.
Very much professionals. The security let me in.
Yes.
We do have tough security out there.
We do have someone saying why.
Shout out to Diane.
Why are the walls green? Well, they're green for the holiday season.
Yeah, we painted the walls.
It's green. Definitely green.
It's very much like a teal.
The green.
It looks green on the screen, but it's very
blue.
teal. It's very blue in real life, but I
I want to bring attention to this lovely photo right here.
That's a good. Yeah. We Diane wanted that off the wall for some reason.
No, that's a great photo.
Yeah.
By the way, that's who's hosting us tonight.
Yes.
So it's only right that we pay tribute.
Yeah,
with her in the background.
To Diane.
Yeah.
And for people who's listening to this later as a podcast for audio purposes, there's a photo of Diane. You want to explain the photo of Diane, Alex?
It's one of those photos that you would see in your relative's house, probably from the 70s. It's one of those circular photos. It's a colored photo, but it has like still like a tint of black and white because they haven't quite figured out how to do like colored photos yet.
You don't have to bash the
it's a very
process that it was made in.
It's a very nice photo.
Yeah, it's a very nice photo.
You know, Diane.
You think so?
Diane looks like that to this day, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Gus, we haven't had you here on Cade Friends before. You have been on Double Feature Movie Club, our sister podcast, and you've talked movies, but you haven't talked. What are we talking about here?
Cade Friends.
Okay. Yeah, you haven't done the little comedy bits and routines, so I guess you could call it that. Right?
Would you see? Do you think you're a funny guy?
I have a good sense of humor.
Oh, okay.
Cade, would you back that up?
I think so.
Okay.
And we have someone who's saying that, can you zoom in on the photo? I can't see it very well. And we will do that later, I think. Yes.
Yeah, so in between,
Yes.
after Gus leaves, I think we can probably zoom in on that photo.
So be ready for that. Gus here. So you guys don't know each other.
No.
No,
Hello.
we just met today.
We met today.
Okay.
Much like most of the people out there.
I appreciate you coming to this Christmas party, by the way. There's a Christmas party.
I came down to Oklahoma for this podcast. It could be a business expense now, right?
It could be. Yeah, you could. Just mark it off. Yeah, I think.
I could
think
do
so.
that, actually.
What do you think? What do you think of Alex, Gus? What's his vibe to you?
Loud, friendly.
Okay.
But so far, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we, outside of Cade, we totally can be friends.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Outside of Cade.
Yes.
If I was not in the picture, maybe they could be friends. But I'm actively making that a difficult situation for them both. Well, so Gus, since technically speaking, we are doing a holiday special right now. I would love to know what your favorite holiday movies are.
Oh.
Because Gus likes some movies.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
I mean, that would make sense. He was on Double Feature Movie Club.
Yeah. Do you like movies? You were on the show.
Yeah, I do like movies.
Okay,
I don't get to
cool.
watch them as often, but I like to, I like a good movie or two.
Okay.
I forgot that was touchscreen.
Yeah. And did I give you enough time to come up with your movie?
I was going to say, I'm not like a Scrooge when I say that.
That's the reference.
I could not. Oh, there you go. The Muppets.
Muppets. Christmas Carol.
Yeah. The
It's
Christmas
celebrating
Carol's
its
a classic.
30th or some anniversary this year.
Oh, wow. Good for the Muppets. They deserve. You know what? Do you like the Muppets?
I do like the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
Kermit the Frog.
Right. Yeah.
You like
Huge Muppets fan.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, everyone likes the Home Alone,
Yeah.
right?
Is Home Alone really a Christmas movie?
It takes place during Christmas.
It's a very traumatic movie.
Yeah.
So, can any movie that takes place during Christmas be a Christmas movie?
It's Christmas. It's about family.
Don't they say
So-
Die Hard is a Christmas
Die Hard
movie?
is a Christmas movie, technically. Yeah.
So, if Avatar,
Took
because
place.
it's about to come out.
If someone just all of a sudden says,
So, I have a thing about Avatar.
Oh,
okay.
I've never seen the movie Avatar,
Oh,
okay, what have you
and
seen?
I refuse to watch the movie Avatar.
Oh, you refuse.
Yeah, because
You
I don't know
hate
where I
James
missed.
Cameron.
I missed that. No, well, yes, but at the same time, I don't know where I missed the boat where everybody's just watched Avatar. I guess my dad didn't take me to the movies that month, and so I was like, I couldn't believe that Avatar. I have a conspiracy theory that
okay.
Avatar is the #1 most watched film. It grossed the most, right? I think it's a conspiracy. Like, I don't believe that many people went to watch that film.
well, now it's
And then-
Avengers, I think.
And then hold it in high regard.
It's people have said that it's for it to be the highest grossing film of all time at the time whenever it was released, and for many years after that. It's bizarre that it's had very little cultural impact. And when so many people have seen it, but no one really openly talks about it. No one's like, oh, like a Star Wars. Everyone talks, and it's a part of the cultural lexicon. And Avatar, no one's like, oh, it's like the Na'vi. Oh, it's like that whatever tree or
Tree
something.
of Life, right?
Tree or something. No, whatever. All these things. No one talks about it. No one talks about it as if it's not like a popular IP
Yeah.
that people recognize.
So
Yeah, a lot of those movies from the the 2000 teens. I don't, I mean, the Hunger Games has kind of fallen a little bit out.
But people still reference
Yes.
like quotes from it and like
Yes.
characters, and they can name like 5-10 characters from the Hunger Games, and so like that had more of a cultural impact than Avatar did, and it didn't make nowhere near the money.
That's true.
It's kind of bizarre.
We should can we scroll up on the comments over here?
Oh, okay.
Not that one, but there's one above that.
Oh, okay.
What did that say?
Which Muppet did you have a crush on?
Gonzo.
Gonzo. Yeah. Well, he liked the chickens. That was his whole thing. He liked Camilla.
A little bit of he had an infatuation with.
Yeah, a fetish, a chicken fetish.
There you go. I wasn't going to use the word fetish.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think it's okay to
I'll
use that.
use the word chicken fetish. Gonzo had a chicken fetish. Should I say that more? Have I made that clear enough? But he's cool. More and more I love. I really like Fozzie. I think he's so cool. I mean, by being uncool, he's kind of really
I
more
like
and more the funniest.
Skeeter as well. Skeeter
Okay.
was a little underrated.
Mm-hmm.
But did you have a crush on him?
No. I didn't have a crush on Gonzo, but
Yeah,
could I really say I had a crush on Miss Piggy? I mean, she was
she was kind of she was abrasive.
Or was she just a strong female character that we needed in our lives?
That's true.
she's very abusive.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Kermit, if you're out there,
We stand for
1-800 domestic line.
you. We stand for Kermit.
Yeah. Well, do we have any other questions for Gus here?
No, I we found out his crush for the Muppets. So
It's Gonzo. Gonzo's cool. Did you ever see the one where like Muppets from Space, where he was like an alien? They revealed that he was an
Yes.
alien. That's actually one of my favorite Muppets movies. A lot of people didn't like
I
it.
like the one when I think it was like Treasure Island. Do you remember that one? Have you seen that one, Alex?
I didn't watch a lot of Muppets, so I don't know.
Well, Gus, I appreciate you coming in here and doing that. I hope to have you on a full episode at some point. I think that you do really well.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, thank you.
I'll go back to drinking more hot chocolate and Baileys.
Can you send in a? That's the second time that's fallen. Would you mind?
It's a bit now. So.
Zooming in on Diane.
Yes, we will be doing that here.
And then just send in the next guest, whoever wants to come in next.
Okay.
Except Diane.
Except Diane.
Diane is last.
Diane is
yes.
last. Is this the best time to tell you that our audio wasn't good for any of Harrison's thing? It was recording off of the thing. We had to
I mean, you have a pretty good.
do you think they're out there fighting for who comes next, or do you think they're all pointing at accusatory? Like, you go.
I think it's definitely that one.
I like to think that they're all like, no, they're clawing. Okay, hello.
We do have a question for you when you sit down. So make yourself at home in this nice chair. Oh, I have the
headphones.
microphone.
and just telling you before, whenever you leave, be sure to knock down the sign. That's
Yes,
but
that's
both.
cute, right?
Yeah,
As long as we don't break it.
both guests have
So
done
these
that.
are Diane's things.
Yes, they have been. It's been both on accident this time, but I do think we need to start the trend of it being on purpose.
Okay.
There's no reason not to.
We'll do.
Okay.
We'll do.
So this is Diana. What do you know about Diana here?
Nothing. much like the ongoing bit is now.
I am Gus's fiance. So
Okay. How do you like that?
I love that.
Okay. That's a good answer, probably.
You know what? I think it's the first time I'm going to say I hate it. So I think it's the perfect opportunity to say that.
Yeah.
Where there's
that's
no
how
evidence.
made.
Yeah. So that's we leftover from the last one because Gus talked about his love of the Muppets. I don't know if you know that. So I put the Miss Piggy is the material girl. Don't slander
Yes,
her
don't
name.
slander her.
Oh, are you a Miss Piggy fan?
I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Piggy.
All right.
I like Miss Piggy in general.
She's good.
I did call her abrasive just earlier, but I think that's a.
Gus also did call her abusive, I think. So.
He did
Yeah, there's
call her
abusive and
abusive.
abrasive, but I think in some contexts that could be a positive word. We need to reclaim those words. I think.
But like she cared for Kermit, I think.
Yeah. Do we want to waste more of our holiday special talking about the
Muppets?
I think. Yeah. So I don't really. What's your favorite Christmas memory?
Favorite Christmas memory? Let's see. I'm a huge Christmas fan. I will say that.
Okay.
I'm like the type of person that starts playing Christmas music like November 1st.
Oh, okay.
We skip right over Thanksgiving,
Is that
and I'm
what
all
you a
about
fan of
Christmas.
that?
I am actually a fan of that.
Okay.
Christmas music, as soon as October or November 1st.
Yes.
It is. Although I'll go like, Thanksgiving for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
it
3-day
gets its little
Thanksgiving.
section. Some people have, but what's the Thanksgiving theme's boring, right? It's just fall.
Turkey and fall. And you have like 2 months
Shades
of
of
fall
orange
already.
and
Yeah.
yellow and
Which
brown and-
all the fun stuff about fall is mixed in with Halloween.
Yes.
And it's the big sort of going away of fall. So I agree.
Thanksgiving is good food. Like I like
Yeah.
the food. Mashed potatoes and gravy especially.
Yeah. Well, can't you have that?
But you can
on?
have that during Christmas as
Christmas.
well.
Yeah.
So like really there's no point of
You can have that during any holiday. That could be
Exactly.
inside the little eggs at Easter.
deviled turkey.
Oh, did you say mashed potatoes and gravy?
Oh, deviled mash.
You just open it
Deviled
up and
potatoes?
you just slurp gravy out of that.
out of the eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, out of like the little Easter,
Easter
egg. Like,
eggs, yes. Easter eggs.
Oh.
You crack it open and it's
so next Easter, are we just going to fill Easter eggs with gravy?
yeah.
It's been 2 years since
Uh-huh.
I've had a Thanksgiving dinner.
Really?
wow.
Yeah, because I moved from California to
Yeah.
Oklahoma 2 years ago.
Like a reverse
it's
Dust
gonna be
Bowl.
2 years ago.
Clip that in with the earlier segment.
And so I have not. I'm actually craving it.
Oh, yeah?
Because I've been without a Thanksgiving dinner, so no turkey.
Aw.
I know you're like standard things, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That is sad. So I think we need to go overboard with the mashed potatoes and gravy next year
Yes.
Yeah.
for every holiday.
In honor.
All of next year.
In honor
In honor of my missed
Yes.
2 Thanksgiving
Yeah.
dinners.
And I mean everyone on planet Earth. Go
So
for it in honor.
do
of
we do
this.
like each holiday coming up holiday gets like one like typical Thanksgiving item? So like
Yes.
like Christmas maybe gets
Spread
like
it
the turkey, and then New Year's Day gets like mashed potatoes. Easter gets gravy.
Yeah. So we're separated that far out. Remember the taste in your head.
And then July 4th could be like stuffing. I feel like that's
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
midsummer
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's better than I guess deviled eggs in the middle.
with mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Well, so memory, favorite Christmas memory.
Favorite Christmas memory? It's probably being told that Santa wasn't real.
Oh, that was your favorite one.
Because I think that I knew I was being lied to.
Oh, it's
And then when it was
confirmation.
confirmation,
Yeah.
I was like, I was right.
How old were you?
Not- I was probably like 7 years old.
7 years old.
Wow.
And in my brain, I was like, yes.
You know-
I am
Gotta
found
remember
out the
this
truth.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
gonna
it
be,
was like
that's
a
gonna be my
happy thing.
favorite memory.
Yeah. Can't wait till I'm on a podcast later to yeah. So you had your suspicions.
Yes, and I'm the type of kid, like I was the type of kid that I wanted to know that I was right, or like I knew things that others didn't,
So like,
and so that it was very like I knew it.
what would you have done if he was real? like you wake up
I
one day and
probably
there's-
would have been traumatized for life and been like, oh my god.
So it's like, hey,
everything
I've been
known-
hearing you don't believe in me.
Total Polar Express moment.
yeah, like you can now hear the bell.
Yeah.
Like that would you just see him come down the chimney? It's like
What's your guys' favorite Christmas memory?
I didn't think that'd get turned back.
Yeah,
on
no,
us.
no, we don't get it turned back. Yeah, I mean, I do say that being like the Santa Claus thing. I think like, yeah, I knew it wasn't, but I kept up the appearance of it. I think that because I think that
Cade pretended he believed.
I think that at a certain point you're just like, and we're going with this. We're just going to keep it going. It's a good system. I'll just say it. I mean, you get presents from this guy, so it's just like I didn't know.
I want to keep getting presents, so I'm gonna keep.
So you're gonna keep believing it.
Yeah.
So it was a negotiation sort of. thing.
I was similar to Cade. It's not my favorite memory. I do actually have a favorite memory, but I was like Cade. And I was never told he wasn't real. It was just kind of like implied by my parents. So there was all like throughout high school, there was a part of me that was like, what if Santa is real though? Like what if?
Well, in high school.
In high school, there was still. I remember a day in high school. I
Okay.
knew he wasn't real, but there's like I remember in high school, I had a friend, And like, I don't know if they were saying like they actually believed in Santa Claus or if they like, but I remember she was like, I believe in Santa. And that was like, well, hang on. What if they are like, what if Santa is real? And you know,
You kept that magic for some time.
I
Alex.
did.
I like
Your
that.
parents did a good job.
Yeah, what if he is like, you know, I mean, can we prove that he isn't real?
Yeah, we really
Yes,
can't.
we-
Well, I mean, can you prove a negative? Like, can you prove that he's not actually just hanging around somewhere?
But my my favorite memory,
Have we explored the depths of the ocean? He could be.
he's like a fish fan.
He's a fish fan.
He's a
Oh,
nerd.
man.
Yeah, it's possible.
And if there's enough moisture in the air in
Right.
winter during Christmas.
You know what? You convinced me. He's real.
I believe again.
Believe again.
I can hear the bell.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you
I can
go.
hear those just fine.
So what was it? So what time of year did you get told? Was it on Christmas? Was it before?
so it was leading up to like the days of Christmas, and it was an older cousin that we were at the time living in a house with. Both families were, and he was like, "Well, you know, it's not real, right?" And he took me to where both of our parents were hiding the gifts, and he opened the closet, and sure enough, there was like gifts piled up, and he's like, "You see, it's not real," and I was like, "I knew it."
How old was the cousin?
He was probably like 13.
Oh,
Yeah, like that age.
at least you took it well though. Like,
Well, I did, and then he's like, "But you can't tell the little kids. The little kids will cry."
oh,
You know, little.
how did he know you wouldn't?
I know, right? Like, what made
That's
me?
7 years old.
Yeah.
That's good
So
enough.
that's what.
Wow. Well, that is a good memory.
That's my memory.
We have Salmon Klaus. Oh, because he's in the ocean.
Oh,
He's a fish
salmon.
man.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
That's funny. That's a good
funny.
one. Salmon claws.
Salmon Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because of the fish thing, the fish comment.
I love
Wow.
this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you've joined us
Yes,
here.
I came.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
I
Diane
really-
is our next guest. I
Oh,
think. Your
really?
Next guest,
We're not going to have any. No one else is going to come in.
No
here?
one else has
Oh wow. They don't want to.
ventured,
Wow,
I
that's
think
crazy.
it was the Twitch live stream that really scared them away.
or the comment where they were, you know, advertising free.
The free advertisement.
Go to. Oh,
advertisement.
well, we can't. We didn't want to say
Yeah.
what it is, but that's the .com they want us to go to.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so
interesting.
it's this Bitcoin
Don't click
situation.
it.
Don't click it.
She knows from experience.
Do not click.
We'll try not
Okay.
to. We'll avoid
Well,
it. Okay.
Well, thank you
Thank you
guys
so
for
much.
having me.
Oh, we appreciate you coming in here.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
okay.
thank you.
Oh,
Just go ahead.
Yeah, there we go.
That'll work.
Yeah, that did
That's
it.
there we go.
Kate has to pick it back up.
Yes, I'll have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We have one more guest before Diane. So for those of you who are anticipating to see what Diane looks like in the nowadays,
Oh, here we go.
the last two people I actually know in person.
So that's good for you to end on two people that you know.
Yeah, that works really well.
Hello.
Hi. I got bullied into this.
Oh, you got bullied.
It wasn't for me.
I was like, might as well.
Yeah. So who is this, Alex?
This is Lexi.
Do you know Alexi?
Alexi?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know.
I drove them here. Lexi is my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
am
nice.
dating Lexi, some would say.
Yeah.
It's only some.
Some.
Not everyone would.
Not
Not everyone
everyone.
would.
Can you name the people who'd say that?
My parents would probably say that. I would say that.
Okay.
Maybe
Three.
your mom.
Maybe. I wouldn't.
So we got four
Lexi
four
wouldn't.
people.
But
Well, so that is some. That is some people. I think that classifies some
Yeah.
people.
that is
Yeah.
some. Like some is more than like two or one.
But less than five.
Lexi, what is your opinion on Santa Claus?
Well, I was also told at a very young age he was not real.
Oh.
Do you remember that distinctly?
Yes.
Let's
It
hear
was-
your story.
So
I feel like we're breaking people's hearts here.
I hope no kids, please no kids be watching this. If so,
we'll put a spoiler.
Yeah.
I do
Or
think
something.
that the 10-minute conversation about Dust Bowl probably scared them off.
yeah, probably. I mean,
and
unless they're like
not
one
a
of
very
those
good.
history freaks, you know, like they really not freaks. I don't come for me. I'm a history freak, okay, but
All right, what's your favorite history moment?
Yeah. What's your favorite history moment?
you.
What's your favorite
It's a very
historical event?
broad question.
A shockingly broad
The birth
question.
of Jesus Christ, of course. The reason we celebrate Christmas.
Right here.
One of our set decorations is baby Jesus.
I don't know if he was part of Harrison did our set decorating, by the way. Shout out to Harrison. Don't know if that was stolen from a nativity scene or not. We just have a baby Jesus.
I did not notice that was there until just this moment.
I could tell you about how I knew Santa was
Okay,
real.
good.
Yes.
Let's
So-
pivot from that. Yeah.
I was scrolling on Facebook one day, and my aunt was like,
Whoa,
"Hey
whoa,
guys,
whoa. How old were you?
11 maybe.
11.
10.
Okay. Scrolling on Facebook.
Do you remember how old you are at points in your life?
I have the general idea of how old I was.
I
Probably.
couldn't even tell you.
Like the realization that you're actually here, like this is real.
Well, I just mean like I wouldn't any moment of like tell a story of when I was a kid. I could be anywhere between like 5 and
So whenever you think back and you're like, oh, when I was in school, I don't know if it was first grade or
I know the
or
grades, but I don't
senior.
know how old I was in the grades. Do people know how old kids are in the grades that they're in?
I know the general age. I think right.
So like if you're
What's
in 4th
eighth
grade, what? Yeah,
Yeah,
or
like,
eighth
what's
grade, what
eighth
are
grade?
these things?
well, like 6th grade is like 12.
We said 8th grade though, not
So
6th.
8th grade would be like 14 because like freshmen are 14. So you're like
Okay.
13, 14 in 8th grade, I think.
See, I could say the grades I were, I guess, but I wouldn't remember the age. Okay, go ahead. So you're scrolling through Facebook.
And my aunt was like
So what grade was this?
11. I was 11 years old.
Grade 11.
I was 11 in grade 11.
Why don't they do grades like that? The grade should be your age.
Yeah. So wait, so what is that, Alex? You know all
That's
these
like
things.
5th grade.
5th grade. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's 5th grade then. So I was
Okay,
in
that's
5th
fine.
grade,
Maybe
and I was
4th.
scrolling through Facebook, and my aunt goes, "Where should I put the elf on the shelf this year?" And I went, "Mom." She went, "No." I went, "Yeah." I was like, "You got some explaining to do. You just wrote me a letter as Santa, man." Like,
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." And then I remember, I was like, "I'm gonna write another letter. See if he's really real. See if he'll talk to me." She gaslit me. She wrote me another letter, and she was like, in her handwriting, "I am real." And I was like, wow.
Wow.
Betrayed me.
So what was in the second letter?
The second letter was like, I think I said something. I was like, my aunt, did this thing. And I was, "Are you real? Like, are you here? Like, prove it.
Oh, okay.
Leave me something."
And then what was in the letter back?
My mom was like,
Santa.
Santa was like, "I am real.
How dare you? She takes a very
He was like, "Why would I lie to
accusatory,
you?"
yeah.
He's like, "Why would I lie to you? Like, I'm here. I just left you gifts." And it was like a little gift. I can't even remember what the gift was. It was like in a little box wrapped. And like, how did he wrap this tiny box? These elves are good. Like they got their folding together or wrapping. So
we do praise the guy for just being like the CEO of an organization. I mean, he
Yeah.
does do some sort of labor on the day, on the night, but he just sort of coasts back on the whole thing.
Well, that's like any CEO working on I'm working on Thanksgiving with the workers.
With the
or
worker,
something,
yeah. That's that. Yeah,
he's
I don't know
working
where
all
I was
night
going
long.
with
He's like, I mean, he's working all night long. Applauds to the guy, I guess. You know, like
he works one
he's
night a
spitting down
year.
One night a
chimneys.
year.
I mean, it's like 24 hours because of
But
the
he
nighttime.
eats the entire time.
But I'll tell you, the cookies probably aren't good energy things for
I don't
him.
think so. It's sugar.
Well, you think he's just riding high?
The milk
on
is like helping with the bones, though, like the milk with the
Yeah,
like the cookies and
milk with the
everything.
You're right. You're right. Milk and cookies is the healthiest. stuff. Having that for 24 hours straight. Never mind. You convinced me.
Like
But it's
the occasional carrot, because like some people leave carrots for the reindeer. So I'm sure he like takes a bite of the carrot every now and then.
he takes food from the
Yeah,
reindeer.
that's so mean. Like they're working, they're slaving away at this, and he's eating their food. Like, how rude.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like there's 13 reindeer and there's like more than 13 houses.
What if they only give him one carrot? How is there
There's a
enough
lot of
there?
houses out there.
But do you think all of them are giving reindeer food, or just Santa gets food every time?
That's true. That's true.
That's a sad situation. Do you want to talk about the Dust Bowl?
Yeah, you like history, so what do you think of the Dust Bowl?
You pro anti Dust Bowl?
Renew, I guess.
Renew
Renew the Dust Bowl.
Renew the Dust Bowl. You a fan of our podcast? Have you heard anything of it?
I have. I get sent the occasional TikTok. I
Okay.
sometimes watch the movie, like the movie ones on YouTube and everything. I was driving to work one day and I just had it in the background on my Bluetooth. I was like, this is nice to listen to.
Oh, that's
Do you watch it as you're driving?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Yeah. Like it's just sitting right there. Like the screen comes down and I'm like watching it.
She projects it onto her windshield.
It's very educational. It's very educational, you know. I mean,
It's a good
learning
way of
about movies.
advertising for us too.
Yeah, it is. People are like, what's going on over there?
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I'll like be at a red light and I'll like they'll hear it and they're like, and I'm like roll down my window. I'm like, the Cade Friends, like get to this. It's the best.
Yeah.
you should.
And they're like, no, we're telling you because you've ran into the person in front of you in several cars. That was not what we were asking.
This is a 10-car pileup now.
You just keep slamming into people and pushing them forward into more cars.
I'm like, oh
Seems
no,
like you would have felt that.
no, like I'm just so joyful right now. Like I'm so happy I can't even feel it.
So would you say our podcast makes you happy?
Oh, definitely. Like literally, it gets me through the day. You know,
Clip that and save that.
it gets me through life. Even it's
Wow. It started out as very, slight praise, but I'm glad it worked its way up to the truth there. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to give you guys too much of an ego boost. You know, it just slipped out though. So
Yeah.
it just kind of.
That
Oh, we
happens
appreciate that.
sometimes,
Yeah. Sometimes we just get the ball rolling there. Yeah. Great.
Favorite favorite Christmas memory? Holiday memory? What's your favorite holiday?
Holiday?
Does it need to be?
Would you support putting mashed potatoes inside of Easter eggs and gravy?
Easter eggs, like giving them out for Easter.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Gravy eggs.
Oh,
Eggs.
I mean, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I knew you would say yeah.
I know. Why not?
I think we're really hitting it out of the park with ideas here.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Sorry. One last thing. Okay. You know how like people decorate Easter eggs? You're dipping it in gravy instead of like
Just okay.
so you like boil the egg and dip it in the gravy.
What would that do?
Oh, no. I'm sure it would color it a little, right?
Are you hungry? Is that what this is? Is that why?
I
you're-
do love gravy. I would eat gravy.
Does Diane have gravy out there?
Let's go whip you up some.
When you well, Diane's next. We can't even say sit to the next guest. Have Diane make some gravy. She's just
Yeah. What do you think about mall Santas? What's going on with them?
I feel like they're okay. They can be a little funky looking. Like when it's like the beard's falling off and like traumatizing kids and they like come sit on the lap and they can see it and they're like, Mommy, why is his beard falling off? Or like they just don't look like Santa. I feel like they can be.
What drives a person to be a mall Santa? Like, I can get if you look like the Santa and you have the beard and everything. What drives you if you don't to like put the beard on and all that?
They just want the warmth, maybe.
They want the warmth. Well, I didn't think about that.
Maybe they want the warmth.
I feel like there's other ways you can get warm.
than being a mall Santa.
Well, but I'm pretty cold right now. I guess I got to fill out this application.
I'm feeling a little bored. I want some pictures taken of myself. I want to be famous. This is
So-
the best
I
way.
think that's the best. That's a step to being famous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about maybe that we become mall Santas and we promote our podcast?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you want for Christmas, kid? Okay, well, here's what I can give you: a link to Cade Friends podcast.
Or like you're like in the background and you're like holding it up, like you're holding up a little picture of
Well,
it.
for every photo,
Yeah,
behind every photo.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, it would
Just a
work.
QR code. Yeah.
all right. So for both of you,
Sorry, I can't take this photo. It keeps taking me to Cade Friends.
Hey, Mom, what's that little blur in the background? Can you zoom in? It's a trap, honey. Don't do it.
just like the Bitcoin trap up there.
Yeah.
So a question for both of you: if a kid comes up to you and says, "Is that really Santa?" and points at a mall Santa.
So in this situation, you're just hanging around a mall.
Yeah, you went there for dinner. I don't know. You're shopping, just casually hanging out at the mall.
Okay.
Like by Santa though. Like
Just watching Santa. What's his deal? Is he doing it for warmth or what's he going on?
Yeah,
Is he
you're-
promoting his podcast? What's going on with this guy?
Yeah, you happen to be
Enthralled.
Yeah, you went to the mall to do some shopping, and a kid is like, "Is that really Santa?" The mom, I don't know, is in the bathroom or something. Left the kid outside. I don't know.
Okay.
oh, 100% no. You left your kid unsupervised. That's your fault.
Whoa, you're gonna tell the kid that's not Santa?
maybe I won't do that. I'll be like, go ahead and guess. 50-50. I'll tell you if you're wrong.
Because
I think most of them realize that's not Santa, right? That even like they think it's like a. I mean, when I was a kid, I never thought mall Santas were real. So they were imposter Santas.
They want to be right. They want to be right. Give them
Like
what they
there's
want.
real Santa, and Santa doesn't come and do these commercialized photo ops.
He's too busy.
He's too busy,
Yeah.
you know, making sure that everything's done right, or sleeping until Christmas, or whatever.
So is that what you would tell the kids, that these are just like actors that
Yeah.
Santa pays for to?
No, they're exploiting the IP that's Santa.
So they're not doing it. It's
Santa's real,
they
but this guy's an imposter.
they're
Get
having
him.
an
That's
identity
what I'll
crisis
say.
is what they're having. An identity crisis, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
so, I mean,
Yeah.
do what you will with that, I guess. Like,
Just let him have it.
Nah, sorry, kid. He's just doing that for warmth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to go ask him?
Oh, he's probably got a podcast to plug. I don't know. Just give it to him, I guess.
Let's get to the front real quick. We can. You want to shave the beard? We can see maybe. Then he'll be cold.
Oops, I knocked over baby Jesus. Oh. Sorry.
Well, Lexi, I appreciate you coming here and having
Thank
this.
you for having me.
Thanks for letting me bring my girlfriend.
No problem. I'm glad you came because this wasn't, you know.
I was good.
Talking about kids and Santa.
Yeah.
And warmth. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
All right. Well, send in the next guest.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to join us, send them in. If no
Maybe
one
she's
else,
making gravy for you right now, though.
I hope so. If she's making gravy,
I'll tell her
send
to take her
someone
time.
back in.
Yeah.
Because if she can come in with gravy, that's phenomenal. We will eat gravy live on set.
She's done right now. You know, she's gonna come in
That'd
here
be-
holding the pot.
That'd be amazing.
For
I
you.
would love. I love gravy. Like I cannot understate how much I love gravy.
Maybe she'll have potatoes, like whole potatoes.
You're
with
really
it.
setting up this gravy, and I don't
We-
think that's the best thing. You're going to be really let down.
You could be
I
a
will
cooking
be,
show.
but
actually.
Cade Friends cooking the CC
Yeah.
show. The
So would
Cade
you
cook-
just drink loose gravy?
Yes. Okay. So before Lexi leaves, gives Diane some more time to, because Lexi can vouch for this.
Finish.
Lexi can vouch for this. Yesterday, we had pot roast and mashed potatoes and gravy, and we were putting it all away, and there was some leftover gravy, and I absolutely just ate the gravy plain because I love gravy,
He
white
just
gravy.
scooped it out.
I just scooped it out with a little spoon, and I just.
Wow.
I love gravy. I can't.
That's gonna be like the little header to this. I love gravy
Yeah.
with Cade and Friends.
Maybe it's just called, the episode's not even holiday special. It's just called Alex Loves Gravy.
Yeah.
That would be great. Because I do. Oh God, I love gravy. It's white gravy. Brown
So a
gravy
cooking
is good
show
for like
isn't
turkey,
off.
but
So a cooking show isn't off the list. Is what I'm
but it's
saying.
only a gravy show.
Oh, okay.
It's
So you're
anything
teaching
with
us how to make
gravy.
gravy.
The Gravy Show. Maybe that's the spinoff, Alex and Gravy.
One season of cooking only with gravy.
Yeah, it's just you
20
with the
episodes.
guest, and someone's like, I brought gravy, and you're like, thanks, you can leave now. Just leave the gravy.
Or like they're like, you know, Nickelodeon where they slime people. You could slime them with the gravy.
Gravy.
Yeah.
They come and sit down. So why is it called Alex and...
They're like, why are you pressing that button? You're like, oh, this is like the laughing effect, and it's like gravy just splashes down on them.
Oh
It's
my
quite
God.
obvious that button says gravy in all capital letters. And there's obviously a pail like above my head.
Oh my gosh. Should I move? Stay right there. Don't move.
I get the feeling that gravy's gonna fall on me, but
It smells like gravy. What's that? Oh, what is that? You know, they like look up and
I don't know why I went this far with it.
I don't know why I sat down and let you strap me into the chair.
Well, great. Okay, send in Diane.
I heard
guess.
Diane outside
I heard
the door, I
Diane
think.
outside the door. Well, I appreciate you.
Thanks,
We didn't.
Lexi.
Here, set this up so you can knock that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, that'll work.
I'm trying to figure out what we're going to ask Diane. We got to hit her with the heavy hitters. It's the holidays.
Oh, it is Diane.
Brought the gravy.
She does have something in her hands.
I brought the gravy, boys.
What is that?
Oh wow! Look at the gravy.
I brought you gravy.
That's delicious. Move Jesus out of the
I
way.
can't believe you took my Jesus off my nativity scene.
That was a Harrison thing. I was wondering if it was.
Blame Harrison.
Are you guys listening to this in there?
Oh yeah, of course we are.
Okay.
We've been making fun of you.
Is
like
one of them
that.
out there bantership?
That's Harrison.
Oh,
I don't know if you know that.
it's like how you see the Dust Bowl.
You know, are we talking about the Dust Bowl again?
Well, we can do a whole
we
recap
really don't
with
want
you.
to do the Dust Bowl thing.
Yeah.
No.
You're anti-Dust Bowl.
Well, I wasn't old enough for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stories though were pretty good though, so you're glad it happened.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. The stories
Your-
weren't
your
really good, or you weren't
parents-
glad that it happened?
Your parents or grandparents probably lived through it though, right?
No, they didn't live in Oklahoma. My
Oh.
parents are the first people that actually lived in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was born in Tulsa, but they were not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no
They're migrants.
no opinion about the Dust
From
Bowl.
Arkansas.
Oh,
No opinion of the Dust Bowl.
None.
Okay, nothing to vamp on about that.
No.
Okay,
Other than
so-
The Grapes of Wrath was a great book.
Okay.
And too bad it's banned in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
is it
Which
really?
doesn't make any sense, but
Yeah,
it is.
it
Yeah.
doesn't make much sense, does
Wait,
it?
it's banned in Oklahoma? I read that when I was in like high school.
Oh, not anymore. I wouldn't allow that. Yeah.
Diane gets a little political sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes she likes to.
I don't know if it's political that you want kids to read books, you know? Reading is good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think you should either ban all books or no books.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So let's ban them all.
Books in general. I wouldn't be too awful. I don't think. For my opinion.
Go down to the city square and take all the books down there,
Yeah.
Burn them.
set them on fire, take
Yeah.
a lot of black and white photos, and we'd all think we were in Germany in 1935.
Oh, that's where I've seen that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is.
Okay. That's
See,
right.
it helps when you read.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just
Can
saw
we
the
say,
photographs.
What do you think of my office, you guys?
I like it.
nice.
So
Why are the walls green?
Is that you that said that? Or did you have someone?
Well, no, everybody
transcribe?
out there is saying, why are the walls green? Those are your office doesn't have green walls.
I don't know. I think it's just the camera.
I think it's the camera.
It'd be really nice if it was a green screen. Like
Yeah.
we could green screen that. You could green screen the sweater. actually.
Well, you know, your sweater comes across as green.
Yeah, but your wall does.
Does
Your
too.
wall, yeah, your wall. Does.
It comes across the same color as your sweater.
Well,
Maybe it's your sweater
maybe we
that's
say
doing
it's
this.
intentional. I think we say it's
Yeah.
intentional.
That's kind of a different. But that is interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So that's a photo of you up there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I loved when you said they hadn't figured out color yet. It never dawned on you it might just be faded.
Oh. No, that would explain why every photo I've ever seen of that is a little
From the 70s. I think you're thinking the 60s.
60s. This is 60s.
No.
Oh,
That's from the 70s.
You did it right.
1979,
yeah,
1980.
it's the
around in
70s.
there.
Diane's young.
So where do you get like a photo like that taken?
I don't remember. Isn't that terrible that I can't remember? I don't even remember why I had the photo made. I had to have it made for some
It
reason.
almost
I
looks
forgot.
like it's a
And,
white dress.
The guy who took the picture wanted me to meet him at Woodward Park to take more photos. And I was like, yeah, no.
You could have been a famous model.
No, that wasn't what he was wanting at all. Yeah. But anyway.
Well, at least there's
well,
a
you know,
public setting though.
now that you said Woodward Park,
You said
a
River
friend,
Park.
We did not. We didn't say anything.
now that I brought that up, now I remember that photo was taken for a wedding.
I was going to say it's a white dress. It's like a white dress.
No,
up
it's
there.
not a white dress, but
it's white.
It's light purple,
It's faded.
like lavender.
Yeah, it's faded.
It's the lavender.
That's lavender.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what it was from. A wedding I was in.
So what would you take a wedding or a photo for that for?
I just
Were you a maid of honor?
Yeah, I was a maid of honor.
So what happens to that photo? Does it get put into something?
I don't know.
Some way? Okay.
That was just the one that I got.
So there's
gave me
another.
So do you get it round like that and get
No,
it?
it wasn't round to begin with.
Oh, so you take
My
it to
mom
some sort
did
of
that.
frame. Oh.
Did she take
Put it in
scissors
that
to
frame.
it? Just-
Oh yeah. Oh,
really?
yeah. My mom was big on taking scissors to photos. Which,
So there's another photo of you wearing that dress out there somewhere.
oh yeah,
Think this guy who took it? Do you think that he keeps a photo of you?
God let's hope not.
If you have
There's enough men out there keeping photos of me.
if you have an old photo of Diane,
Yeah.
please send it to us. What's the
Thank
email?
God it was before the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those would have been Polaroids.
If anyone has one, use that as a sample photo. Reverse Google search and let's see what we can find.
Yeah.
Send them to our email at Cade Friends.
Cade Friends.
Cade Friends.
Cade Friends.
At
yeah.
gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh,
Probably not, but
sad.
one can dream.
Yeah.
He's probably dead.
Yeah. How much older was he than you? Roughly.
Well, you know, I was in my 20s, so he was, I don't know, 30s.
Okay.
You know, when you're in your 20s,
You're
you
like
think
40.
everybody over 30 is really old.
Yeah.
So
So did he have a studio? Or did he did he go use some spawn or what?
I don't really remember.
Do you think he did Christmas photos?
I don't remember.
So
I
people
really
went to
don't.
they went to like department stores to get photos, right?
Yeah. I don't really remember. I just remember.
What was his name?
I was trying to remember the girl's name that was her wedding.
Oh, you don't
I
even
can't remember that.
We need to find out her name, contact her, see if she remembers the photographer's name.
And then find if they have if he has an estate that collected if he had
If he has any more, the proofs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that can be our Cade, you need to get on that and then on
Really, we need to really investigate this.
Back then, wedding photos were different than they are now. So.
you didn't like have a Batman suit under your like like they do nowadays.
That's the one difference that they had.
Batman at the time was the original with Robin, that
Adam
was
West.
Adam West,
Yeah.
Michael Keaton hadn't come along yet at that point. So when you said Batman too, someone who I was probably 27 or 28 in that picture, I would have been like, are you a fool?
He was comedic,
What's wrong with
from
you?
From a public, like comic books, they had darker things that they were exploring.
Yeah, but it was pretty geeky.
But most people, the general public, knew him from the Adam West show.
Yeah. And where you guys might think that was a cool series now, it wasn't cool then.
It's
Not when I was that age,
yeah,
because that was back in the 60s.
yeah. It was campy. It was fun though.
Yeah, to you guys.
That's just right.
It's just nostalgia for you. Right?
Yeah.
All right, Diane.
Is that mid-century thing you guys like so much?
Vintage, we would call it.
Yeah.
Retro.
Yeah.
So, Diane, we have a couple questions for you. We already asked about the Dust Bowl. When did you find out Santa wasn't real?
Well, I had older brothers. So like Diana, right? Yeah, I was told pretty early in life.
Wow.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
No,
No. Okay.
not really. It was, I was probably in the first grade, maybe.
So like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
See.
Yeah. Was there any sort of pretenses of trying to like keep up, like that Santa was?
Well, I'm sure there were before that. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I had a younger brother.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I was told not to tell him or something.
Did you go
like
to
that.
malls and see Santas?
They didn't have malls back then.
You're right.
Yeah.
When's the first mall?
There
Santa?
is a picture, though, in the living room of me and my little brother sitting on Santa's lap.
Oh, where would that have been at?
Who the hell knows?
Make a guess.
I was probably 4 in that picture, and it's almost black and white because it's so faded.
So where would you have seen a Santa out in the wilderness?
Probably Sears.
Okay.
Oh.
I can remember going to Sears.
Like order
as
one from a
kid.
Sears catalog?
No, no. There was Sears.
Hi,
at
I'm
20
Santa.
At 21st and Yale, there was a Sears, big Sears store. I remember it being there. One time, my mom and I were in there for some reason. I have no idea. Probably school shopping, and it caught on fire.
While you were in
there?
it?
While we were there, yeah, the alarms went off, and Mom, I can remember her grabbing my hand and, us running out of
Did
the
you like
store.
grab anything on the way out? No.
That's the
I don't know. She
opportunity.
might have. I don't know. Mom was pretty slick. She could have done it, but I didn't. No, I was probably 8.
Wait, your mom?
So what caught fire?
I don't know. I just remember it caught on fire. There'll be somebody out there who's from Tulsa that will remember that.
They set it on fire.
We'll know why. They might have said it.
So hang on. So you said your mom was pretty slick. Are you saying your mom is like a little thief?
No. She just had her act together.
Wow.
Professional thief.
Well, that is fun. And then do you want to ask her about her history with the Muppets?
No, don't ask me about. You've already talked about the Muppets. You've already.
Well, I think
you
it's a
guys
bit at
had
this point to-
great conversation about the Muppets.
Oh yeah.
Ask her how long her history with the Muppets is.
Oh my god!
Does this mean she doesn't like the Muppets?
I just watched the first movie ever.
Oh, you watched your first ever Muppets movie? Oh, because you guys did the Muppets.
Literally last week.
The double feature movie club made. Yeah, Cade put it
Well,
on
what'd you
there.
think of it?
It was okay.
Yeah. I guess if you want to hear the full thoughts that Diane had, you can. There's a way that you can get that.
You can absolutely listen to our podcast.
I do think it was our shortest review that we did.
Well, you got to talk about the Muppets,
Yeah.
which is good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cade is a
'Cause
Muppets
he knows all the characters and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think I said something like the actors looked like they were having fun,
Yeah.
and they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Would you ever appear in a Muppets movie?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So for the Muppets Wolf on Wall Street or the Muppets on Wall Street,
Yeah.
you're in?
I'm in. Totally.
Right.
Totally in.
Disney, if you're listening,
Here we are.
Diane, this is a very particularly good time for you because, we talk Muppets, that we talk a lot of stuff on our podcast about movies that are weird. And I, have Diane watch these really weird movies. Sometimes she gets one that's hers that she wants on the list. But one thing that I don't really have on the list, but it's the perfect time for it. And I'll give you some time to talk about it, Diane. That's Hallmark movies.
Oh my God, I love Hallmark movies. They're so satisfying. Mm-hmm. Number one, you know what the plot's going to be. Mm-hmm. You know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
You don't really have to watch it that close. You can play your little video games. You can play, Best Fiends. I think we should get them to sponsor us.
Okay.
They sponsor all my favorite podcasts.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Well, so you'll say good things about this app, this game?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I've played 2 stages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But a Hallmark
Barely
movie,
touched
you can
your gravy.
absolutely do that. I know. I made that just for you.
I don't want to ruin the bit. Right now, it's just gravy as far as everyone knows.
It is.
For audio listeners, Diane brought in a big pot of gravy.
You were jonesing for gravy, dude.
I do love gravy. So, I mean.
Yeah. Anyway, so you know where it's all going. You know where all the Hallmark stuff's in it. It's cozy, right?
It's like a cozy mystery. Have you ever heard of those? No, probably not.
Cozy mysteries.
Cozy mysteries. They're little simple, mysteries.
Is that actually what they're called?
Series. They're called cozy mysteries. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I wish we had Google with us right now.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about cozy mysteries.
I just told you.
So is it the same person or is it just different mysteries?
No, it's the same person. It's always a woman is always the lead. She has nothing to do with law enforcement, but the good-looking detective that she helps him solve crimes. Yeah, she usually owns either a coffee shop, a bakery. Maybe she works in a library. That kind of thing.
So the detective's the same?
Not in every. Well, yeah, in each series.
It's always a good-looking detective.
Always a good-looking detective.
Walks in goes into the bakery and they hit it off, or
yeah,
and somehow
then there's
she
a murder, and she gets involved.
A cozy murder
in the bakery
because there's like powdered sugar. He comes back in and says, "Oh, there was powdered sugar all over this corpse."
Oh, she's an expert.
I can help you. Yeah,
it's like a Hannibal Lecter Clarice situation.
Almost.
We don't know where this powdered sugar came from. Can you tell us? Let me have a taste.
You're the expert.
It could start anyway.
This was found all over the body. Could you please taste the?
Those are called cozy mysteries.
Wow.
So cozy as she licks the frosting off of the dead body.
They're G-rated, except for the murder part.
Yeah.
Growing up, I would watch Hallmark movies with my mom, like the Christmas Hallmark movies.
Yeah, those are the best.
Like, because I don't remember what channel it was, but it would be like one day, or for us, it was always like one day you would watch like the Christmas Hallmark movie once a year, because it would come on like a separate channel. I don't know, maybe it was PBS. Who knows? Yeah. Diane probably knows. And we would watch like the Christmas movie, and that was like a tradition for like 5 years, and it was really nice.
That is nice.
It is nice. They have the big 3 networks, right? CBS, ABC, and NBC. Mm-hmm. Once a year or twice a year, maybe they would do a Hallmark movie, and it would be like a 2-nighter, or
Is that what I'm thinking of then?
Anyway, like one of them had Glenn Close was the star. I mean, they were big. They were really well produced. They're not like the Hallmark movies that I watch on the Hallmark Channel.
What do you think the budget for those films are that you watch?
I don't have a clue. Did you know they filmed one in Claremore a couple of weeks ago?
What, really?
Yeah. They just made Claremore look like it was winter with snow and everything.
Yeah.
They decorated it for Christmas. All that stuff.
Good for Claremore.
In fact, it just aired.
So they filmed it a few weeks ago.
They filmed it like a month ago. Now it's already aired.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how fast they are, man. Wow. They crank out those movies.
I mean, they brought snow trucks and everything. Mm-hmm. I did want to mention, now that you bring this up, this is a good spot to mention that they have. So I want to talk about the gunfight at the Dickens on the Square. So there was a Dickens on the Square. It's the Boulevard. That's what it's called. Dickens on the Boulevard. It's an annual event that happens at Christmas at Claremore. And did you go to that when we was at school there? Mm-mm. So they would. Yes, you did.
Okay, I did. I'm sorry.
So when we recorded you came to record that dance thing for homecoming, didn't you?
Yes, you pulled me into like doing some photography with it for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so while they were having that, they had Dickens on the Square or Dickens on the Boulevard, and so it's like Charles Dickens. It's Victorian era, British, but they have horse-drawn carriages. There's people that's dressed in, like it's like a Christmas Carol type thing. People singing, it's a whole thing there. Well, one of the things there, I guess it's caused some commotion around there, is during this event they decided to. Well, what brought this up is we were doing trivia down there one time, and Diane, so we point out there's a little like a sheet of paper that's just on the window that's just like gunfight will happen here from noon to or from at 6:30 or whatever to whatever, and like it's just like one little sheet at the bottom of the thing, and I'm like, what's that? And Diane kind of launches into the whole story. If you want to tell the story, Diane, of what happened.
Yeah, because I didn't realize this until I read it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Facebook page called Claremore Complaints.
Yes.
Very famous. Yeah.
Very famous Facebook page. And somebody had written in, why are they having the gunfight of OK Corral during the Dickens
On the boulevard.
on the boulevard? Where you have all these people in period costumes and everything, and now all of a sudden these guys
West,
break out with Wild Wild West outfits on and start shooting each other, and all these little kids start screaming because I don't know that it's not duck and cover time because they've been trained to, and there's guns going off, and
It's a crowded area. There's
Yeah.
not a
There's
lot
crowd.
of exits.
I mean, they have all of the, the streets blocked
Yeah,
off.
they do.
It's because people are walking, and there's food trucks. I mean, all this stuff, and so so now we have a gunfight going on, and this woman was really irate about it, and everybody that was commenting was like, "Yeah, where did this come from?" And finally, someone says, "Well, if you think you would do it differently, you should be part of the planning committee."
Yeah, there's always that person.
How are you supposed to know about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did you think that I need to join the planning committee on just the off chance that they try to do a bank robbery by gunfire in the middle of the Dickens on the Boulevard, as if that would have been a problem?
A thing that happened during Dickens' time.
So it's Victorian era, but then they have a Wild West shootout.
Just in that. To my knowledge, is the only part that's Wild West. I guess there's people that just wanted to do a bank robbery reenactment.
Yeah.
Shoot off.
That doesn't. Well, why not do like a Victorian era bank robbery with like I don't know
There's no guns then.
swords and stuff? A nice little sword fight.
They want the guns.
Well, they had guns back then, but they
Yeah.
were the gunpowder. That
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
took 12
amazing. Could
minutes
you
to
imagine like a
load.
little like a gunfight and they're just reloading the musket?
Someone's like Jack the Ripper, and we got to stop Jack the Ripper. That's what I think they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He's trying to. Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday memory?
My favorite holiday memory? Oh, gosh, that's an easy one. It was Chicago in 1997.
It was just in Chicago.
1997.
Okay.
Chicago, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here's what
Oh,
I
bring it
remember of it.
Right here. Down there.
Huh?
Bring it
What?
out.
Oh.
We have a prop.
Oh, you have a prop? Yes, you have a prop.
We're setting the stage. Go ahead.
It's a Shamrock. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's in Chicago. It's in the late 90s. And I'm working up there. And someone said, "Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day." And I said, "Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We should go out." Okay, then. So we go out, and they're having a huge parade. The river is green.
Oh, yes.
They paint
did
it.
They
Green.
really do it. They
Dye it.
really make that whole river green.
Diet.
We got onto...
I wasn't going to correct you. Well, I did openly correct you, but
You weren't
I didn't-
drawing
I-
attention
not-
to
not
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we got on this riverboat for dinner and drinks, and that's the last I remember of that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my favorite holiday memory.
A memory you don't remember.
Well, I remember most
The
of it.
lead up. You
Yeah.
remember the lead up, yeah.
I thought you were going to say like, and then the boat caught on fire, or there was a
No.
shootout.
No boats got on fire or anything like that. But I drank a lot of Slammers. I know that.
That's fun.
Oh,
That's fun.
Diane.
I know.
Yeah.
I think it was my 47th birthday. No, that would have been younger than that. Probably 45th.
Okay.
In case you didn't know, my birthday's on St. Patrick's Day. It's why it's my favorite holiday.
Oh, happy birthday to Diane.
This
that
is
why
why
you
one of my
decorations?
friends thought I should have a
Green Santa.
My
green
favorite thing
Santa.
is that we have this is like almost like a 4th of July
I know. Isn't
snowman.
he great?
Yeah. So there's a few different sort of
We have
mixes.
Jesus.
It's our holiday special, so it's of all the holidays.
It's got all the holidays.
All right, Cade.
Dust Bowl,
What was the notes?
favorite holiday.
What was the note segment thing you had for Diane?
I think we've covered everything. Don't you think, Diane?
Probably.
I think we've overstayed our welcome here of setting up.
What, at an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah. Well, Diane, thank you for having. We'll have of course have you on, and we do have our next season of Double Feature, which will be in next year, starting in
Yes.
February.
Great movies on the list too.
You'll also
Great
be on
movies.
second season of Cade and Friends.
Second season of Cade and Friends.
I hope I get invited back to
I
it.
hope
Cade
so
Friends.
too.
Don't I have like the most views? I mean,
Yeah.
for my
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
You
up
do.
there. Diane
In
is
fact,
very
why
good.
isn't it called Diane and Friends?
Maybe we need to do a third spin-off.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex and Gravy, Diane and Friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
When we get sponsors.
Yeah, we get sponsors.
I will say this, Diane, before we go. I have a friend, so whenever we post like the little clips that we post on the different locations, I send it out. And every time it's one of your stories, like one of my friends in particular, he's like, "Who is this lady? Like, who is this person?"
They say that every single time.
Not every time, but like they almost always comment about on your videos in particular. And the last one was like, "Who is this?" Like, because I think it was about you walking in cemeteries or something.
Oh yeah. Love
And he was like, "Who is
cemeteries.
this
Oh my
lady?"
God.
And so I think you're a fan favorite.
I am a fan favorite, obviously. I mean, let's face it. Just think how many fans I could possibly have at my age.
It's true.
It's true.
Bring us in.
I mean,
one.
you guys are hanging out with me.
So we do
So
have to
something's
answer.
either wrong with you or something really good about me. Right? So,
Yes. Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Merry Christmas.
There was no way to tie that back in.
Merry Christmas.
It's perfect because you're.
I'm about to die. The thing's about to die. Yes.
Yeah.
So
your battery's
you,
going
everyone.
dead.
if you enjoyed this, leave a comment, leave a thank you, leave a thank you. I
All
don't
the
know.
buttons. Push them off. Push them off.
Yes.
Subscribe, hit the bell,
the bell.
hit double tap for the like, share on all the platforms.
Yes.
And we will see you.
And if you're listening to this as a podcast and you want to maybe see live streams, who knows how often we'll do that. If you're a fan of Cade and Friends, I guess subscribe to twitch.tv/the Cade Thomas, because that will be, I don't know exactly what we're doing with Twitch, but Diane's great idea was to live stream this. So thank you,
Let's
Diane.
do it. They're actually watching in the other room. Hey, guys.
Hi. Also, subscribe to our Patreon for exclusive mic checks.
Yes.
And other content.
Yes.
And
Hear Diane's cocaine Eric Clapton story.
Oh, my God. What a night.
And also send us an email at cadefriends@gmail.com.
Yeah, so they might be on our new season.
Might be on our next season.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Diane, for
Thank
being
you.
our final guest here. On
Thank you for
you,
letting
Cade.
us do the setup in your house.
Yes, more
Yeah, you're
important.
putting it all back, let me tell you.
Bye.
Oh wait, Diane, can you knock over the Noel?
Oh, you had to knock over the sign. That's boom. Okay, thank you.